Well, happy Thursday morning to you. We do have another day where we're going to be tracking scattered showers and storms across our area, but today does look to be the last day we're going to be dealing with this rainfall. Now, winds are going to be gusty through today, where we could see wind gusts up to nearly 50 miles per hour along the central coast. But once we get through the gusty and rainy conditions today, we are looking at dry and warmer weather settling into Friday and into our weekend. But taking a look outside this morning, we are seeing some patchy fog development along the central coast between Newport and Florence, where visibility is at 1.5 miles. However, I do think we will see that fog lifting in the next little bit. But by the time the fog lifts, we'll start to be tracking showers. Current temperatures, though, the warmest along the central coast in the upper 50s because of the warm air that's going to be leading in with the cold front that's going to be pushing those showers in soon. But mid 50s in the Willamette Valley and low 50s in the Umpqua Basin. Temperatures only warming up to the low 60s across our area today due to the rain and cloud cover. However, one of the biggest things we're going to be talking about today are the wind gusts. Wind gusts are going to be, again, the highest along the central coast, up to 40 miles per hour there in Bandon and Coos Bay by 11 a.m. 50-mile-per-hour gust expected in Newport by 11 a.m. And then in the Willamette Valley and Umpqua Basin, gusts up to 20 to 25 miles per hour. And these gusts are going to continue throughout today before we eventually start to see the wind subsiding later tonight. And as we look at the conditions going into today, I don't think it's necessarily going to be a washout for us. We're mainly going to be tracking scattered showers overall, and it doesn't look like we're going to get anything necessarily heavy. So periods of rain, it's going to be, again, a mix of dry periods and, of course, just maybe a few isolated storms, mainly more so to the north. But as we continue through today, it's just going to be, again, waves of rain. So not necessarily a washout by any means, but you will, again, have to keep the radar handy and, again, track showers if you have plans that take you out today. So more showers by 8 a.m. Moving through the Willamette Valley Umpqua Basin. And then we are going to be looking to dry out by later tonight as those showers eventually make their way to the central coast. And then we're looking at dry weather into our Friday. So overall rain totals not that high over the next 24 hours, anywhere between 1/4 inch to an inch expected across our area. So once we get through today, we are going to be looking at the dry weather finally returning for us. So for the central coast, low 60s today, and then temperatures in tomorrow are going to be in the upper 50s. But we're going to get that dry weather settling in, and then into the weekends, we got the mid 60s. And for the Umpqua Basin, last day to track showers too, and then into Friday and our weekend will be dry with temperatures mid to upper 60s by this weekend. And then for the Cascades, tracking the rain the latest into this evening. But once we get through it, we'll start to warm up 50s by Saturday. And then as we get into next week, the next best chance of rain for the Cascades looks to be by Wednesday. And of course, for the Willamette Valley today, we're going to be tracking those showers at times throughout our Thursday, mainly in the afternoon and evening. Looks to be a bit foggy out the door tomorrow morning, but will stay dry into the weekend, and temperatures return to the low 60s by Sunday.